Thanks to the leadership of Mayor Mike Bloomberg, New York is better prepared to deal with the many issues that face all cities. Improvements in health, safety, sustainability, and future economic growth are a few of his enduring reforms that will ensure our town's continued success. One important effort has been the 118 rezonings adopted throughout the 5 boroughs. Under the leadership of Amanda Burden, these planning initiatives have transformed and preserved our city's neighborhoods. Presently underway is an important city planning zoning initiative that calls for the revitalization of East Midtown. As you'll hear, East Midtown has many assets as well as some long-term challenges.
East Midtown is one of the nation's premier office districts, an area of global distinction and a place of cachet and character. It is home to beloved landmarks such as Seagram's, Chrysler Building, and Grand Central Terminal. With more than 70 million square feet of office space, East Midtown represents more than 200,000 jobs for the city and more than a dozen Fortune 500 companies. With Grand Central and multiple subway lines, East Midtown is a quintessential location for transit-oriented development.
East Midtown, with more than 70 million square feet, is one of the most sought-after business locations anywhere. Today, however, East Midtown faces long-term challenges that are putting its preeminence as a global address at risk. The reason? East Midtown's building stock is aging. 73 years of age on average, significantly older than global competitors like London, Tokyo, Shanghai, and Singapore. At the same time, the pace of new office construction in East Midtown has stalled. In the last decade, we've added only 2 new office properties, 300 Madison and 510 Madison, well below what a vibrant and premier office market should be building. New York needs to offer the kind of office space where top companies and top talent want to work. This issue isn't just about towers we build or where we build them. It's about where we stand in a fiercely competitive global marketplace. The East Midtown rezoning plan is exactly the kind of big idea New York needs to compete among world cities.
East Midtown's future competitiveness is key to the city's growth and prosperity. Our proposal is a long-term plan which will ensure that the district is strengthened over time. The proposed zoning provides incentives to seed the area with a handful of new, state-of-the-art, Class A office buildings over the next 20 years. And central to this proposal is securing improvements to the pedestrian and transit network. To that end, development will be required to contribute into a fund dedicated to these improvements. One of the most exciting is the transformation of Vanderbilt Avenue into a signature gateway befitting the majesty of Grand Central Terminal. This rezoning is critical to East Midtown's economic future, and it will strengthen the city's economy for decades to come.
Current zoning that was put into place over 20 years ago, has proven to be an impediment to the kind of commercial development East Midtown needs in order to remain an economic powerhouse for the city. Our proposal features a series of zoning changes that encourages rather than stymies new commercial development. The fundamental first move is to increase the as-of-right densities in order to make the development process simpler. We are proposing increases of 20, 44, and even 60% throughout the area. Only commercial developments on qualifying sites, however, are eligible for the new densities. And these sites must be at least 25,000 square feet and must have full avenue frontage. Our planning strategy permits the highest new allowable density, or 24 FAR, in the immediate vicinity of Grand Central Terminal. The second tier of increased density, or 21.6 FAR, is located around the Grand Central core and along Park Avenue. The third tier of a more modest increase is in the flanking areas of Madison, Lexington, and 3rd Avenues, and in their mid-blocks. Now, this is not a traditional as-of-right framework. We're calling it an earned as-of-right framework, because in order to go above the base maximum FAR, a developer would be required to contribute into a district improvement fund. Monies collected in this fund would be used to deliver critically needed improvements to the pedestrian and transit network of East Midtown. In the Grand Central sub-area, a developer could also purchase development rights from a landmark to increase density as of right. Now, this is East Midtown, one of the best business addresses in the world, and we believe that we should allow for the opportunity to go even above and beyond our earned as of right framework at certain key locations. We are proposing a new special permit that would allow up to 30 FAR around Grand Central and up to 24 FAR along Park Avenue for proposals that are superior in how they meet the ground and the sky. Finally, we are including what we call a sunrise provision. Building permits pursuant to the new zoning could not be issued until July 2017.
The East Midtown proposal received a favorable response from REBNY members. Reviewing the plan's details, they offered the following recommendations to improve the plan's effectiveness in attaining its goals. The contribution into the District Improvement Fund should be set at an amount to encourage new development and established in a fair, objective, and transparent manner. The contribution into the District Improvement Fund for overbuilt sites should only be for the new floor area built above what is currently built. The plan should establish a fair and effective mechanism to permit all landmarks in the East Midtown area, such as St. Patrick's, St. Bart's, and Central Synagogue, to transfer their unused development rights more broadly than current rules allow. Condo hotels should be permitted in buildings that use the higher allowable floor areas. We need to identify a balance between planning and preservation. I'm sure all of these issues will be debated in the months ahead.
We've heard a lot about the East Midtown proposal tonight, and we applaud the city's efforts to keep New York's central business district a vital and competitive player on the world stage. This is an important and visionary plan for our future, and now it is up to all of us to help make it a reality. As 2013 begins, I am honored to serve as the chairman of the Real Estate Board of New York. On behalf of the entire board, let me express our deep appreciation to Ann Tighe for the brilliance of her tenure as chairman. What incredible work and tireless leadership she has provided over the past 3 years. As we move forward, rebuilding in the aftermath of Hurricane Sandy will be at the forefront of our city's priorities. We must work with our elected officials, as well as our partners in labor, to recover from the devastation, but also to lead the efforts to protect our most vulnerable areas for the future. I look forward to working with all of you in the days and the months ahead to ensure a strong future for our industry and for New York. The resilience and the spirit of this city are always at the core of our success, and we draw our inspiration and determination from it. So thank you for your dedication to our industry and for giving me the opportunity to serve you. It is a distinct honor and a responsibility that I am proud to accept.